Inhale, high plank. Shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 variations of the Chaturanga. From Chaturanga, we're gonna go ahead and do the upward dog, and we're gonna do downward dog as well. So you can start, this is the first one. Start with the high plank. Make sure your shoulder is over your wrist. Both your hands should be like hip width distance or shoulder width distance. Open your fingers wide. Your toes, make sure your heel is over your toes. It's just like you're pushing a wall with your heels. So high plank, gaze slightly forward. So high plank. Shift forward about 1 or 2 inches. Low plank. Upward dog. You can have your knees all the way on the floor as well. Just push your upper body up. Broaden your collarbone. Crown should be aligned towards the ceiling. Tuck your toes. Use your core to do the downward facing dog. You can turn your biceps slightly in. Put a little bit of hollow towards your armpits. Gaze towards your thighs. Pull your sit bones up towards the ceiling and back. If you're unable to do that with your downward facing dog, you can fold your knees. What's important is that the length of your spine is the goal here. You can paddle your feet out. You can keep your knees bent. So the length of your spine is the goal. Look forward. Back to high plank. We're going to do the second variation of Chaturanga now. Go down on your knees. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrist. Open your fingers wide. Look forward. Shift forward 1 inch or 2. Elbows grazing your ribs. Upward facing dog. You can hover your knees as well. Put the laces of your foot towards the floor and push if you want to hover your knees, or you can have your knees down on the floor. Broaden your collarbone. Look straight forward. Crown of your head towards the ceiling. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take about 2-3 cycles of breath here. Turn your biceps in. Make an L shape using your index finger and your thumb. Press down the pads of your fingers. Again, paddle your legs if you need to. Fold your knees a lot if you have to. Put your sit bones up and back. We're going to do the third variation of Chaturanga. Stay in high plank. Shoulder over your wrist. Heels over your toes. Stay here. Then downward facing dog. High plank. Shift forward. Mid to low plank. Knees on the floor if you have to. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. high plank, shift forward to low plank, upward facing dog, spread your collarbones, crown to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Let's try that again. Inhale, high plank, shift forward, exhale, low plank, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog.